Today I am in the lobby of the Indiana Hotel to continue on in our series of the Embassy Theater. I'm here with Sara Nelson. Sara, you're going to tell me a little bit about this beautiful space. Is that right?
Yes. The Indiana Hotel was built in 1928, and it was, they stopped using it in the early 70s. And then in 1995, they renovated the lobby where we're standing now to rent out for special events like weddings and things like that. And currently, or recently, in 2010, we opened the corridor, the third floor walkway that connects the Marriott across the street to the Hilton and the Grand Wayne across Jefferson.
Holy smokes! So the capacity for parties and for renting it out is extreme now.
Mm-hmm. Right now we're going into wedding season, so I've got wedding on the brain. We have wedding ceremonies and receptions in the Indiana Hotel lobby, and sometimes people choose to add on the Embassy Theater lobby for a ceremony over there, and then come over to the Indiana Hotel for their reception. And one of the new things we're looking to do is rent out the corridor area for ceremonies, and then come into the Indiana Hotel for their reception. So that's a new way to utilize that new space that we have up there. And then also we do corporate parties and events. We have lots of Christmas parties in here during the holidays. And also I've got several corporations that come back year after year because they just love this facility. And BKD comes in around Christmas, actually when our trees are up, and we close, we have 2 evenings that we do not have open for the public that we can actually rent out for special events. So they come in here for private events with their clients and have cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and get to view the trees. And then also Vera Bradley does several different events in here. They've been a repeat renter for several years. They've done holiday parties, corporate meetings, and then one of the neat things that they did recently was actually a national sales meeting. Their welcome reception was here. They used the entire space. They came into the Indiana Hotel lobby first and had cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, proceeded through the box office hallway to pick up their food, and then had an elegant dinner in the Embassy Theater lobby, went into the theater itself and got to sit through the quick presentation, and then their surprise was they were invited on stage at the very end for desserts and dancing. So they got to use the entire building, and obviously the Indiana Hotel can be used by itself, which is a really neat intimate setting, or you can use it in conjunction with other areas. So it's just a fun space to rent.
Yeah, I can't imagine having a corporate meeting here. Like, what a fantastic setting for a corporate meeting. Who would think? Now, if you are a bride or someone who's looking to rent the Indiana Hotel or you know, a conjunction of the two spaces, do you just call out here and maybe take a tour?
Exactly. Yep, you can call me for information. I go over basics with you, availability, capacity first, and then we set up a time to actually come in and walk through the space and see what might work.
Fantastic. Reiterate for me the changes that are going on upstairs and what you might be looking to add in the future.
Okay. Well, we just, like I said, completed the corridor project, and with that we got more and more vision on what we could do upstairs. We've always kind of talked about a ballroom, so that's something we're talking about right now, is taking out the floor between 6 and 7. There's actually 4 through 7 are vacant rooms, which have been unoccupied for over 40 years. So we're hoping to maybe put a ballroom up there, take the floor out between 6 and 7, make a bigger event space that we could use, and just continue to use the Embassy as the perfect backdrop for every event.
Sara, now we are actually on the 3rd floor. It was recently renovated, is that correct?
That is correct. The project started in 2009 and was completed towards the end. We did a dedication in September of 2010. It's the Robert Goldstein Bridge connects over to the Marriott across the street on Harrison Street, and then it connects also across Jefferson to the Grand Wayne and the Hilton.
So it was sort of meant as a walkway, but since it's done in the style of the Embassy, it can also be rented out. Is that right?
Yes, we are looking at it kind of like the Rose Garden Park, for example, the parks downtown or the parks around town. It's a public walkway, so you have to take that into consideration, but our plan is to kind of post signs so people know, hey, a wedding's going on, right, and set it up in a ceremony style. Actually, we kind of envision a ceremony kind of down on this end, and then chairs all the way down towards the opposite end of the hallway to seat around 100 guests, actually. And then after after the ceremony, they can go directly down to the Indiana Hotel lobby for the reception.
Oh, wow. And I see that, again, it's really done in the style of the embassy. So from what I've heard, the floors that you plan to renovate will be done the same way.
Exactly. It'll look very similar to what you see up here. So as you can tell, the ballroom concept, if you replicate this, take it into a larger scale, we think would be a very successful project.
Wow. Well, it's certainly beautiful. If you would like to rent this space, you were saying you have your first wedding booked for summer of next year?
Actually, the beginning of 2012. So February of 2012 is my first ceremony up here, but you never know. I mean, people slide in before that, so it may actually be my first one in February, maybe before then.
So you could be the first. That would be exciting. If you would like to rent this space for any event, especially a wedding, I can't think of a more beautiful place. So give Sara a call and she can take you on a tour. And if nothing else, you can get just a look at this fantastic renovation that they've done here at the Embassy and the Indiana Hotel.